So the last thing we're going to look at on our testing page is tables. Now tables are very confusing for two reasons. The first reason is that there are a lot of different tags used in a table, and the second reason is it doesn't build the way you expect it to. So if we wanted to build a 3 by 2 table, so something that looked maybe like this, 3 by 2. The thing about HTML is as we're writing, it'll feel like we're writing down, but tables fill one row at a time, which means they fill across. And they start in the top left corner and build one row at a time. So to show you what I mean, we'll just hop into the example. To start a table tag, you start it as you started the list. You simply announce to the browser that you want to do a table with table. If you ever forget to close the table tag, it doesn't know where the table is meant to be and will probably just put it in a weird spot on your page. So if your table's ever not going where you expect it to, that's probably what happened. Next, you build a table row by row, so you need to announce that you're starting a new row using tr. And this will start the first row of our table. Very often you want the first row of your table to have titles for the columns. And to put titles within your table, there is a specific tag that you can use called th, table header. And this will put headers, basically mini headers in your table for the column names. So we could name it column 1 for the first column and column 2 for the second column. And this would fill our first row here and here. And as you see, we're building to the right, but we're writing downwards, and that's what trips up a lot of people. We wanted to have 3 rows, so we're going to put another row here. However, we don't want the entire table to be headers, or else that would defeat the point of having a header in the first place. So when you don't want to have titles, you use td for table data. And we could just name it cell 1 and cell 2. Cell 2. Which will now fill in this row. Now, there is one nice thing about tables, and that is once you have the format for them done, you can usually start taking shortcuts. There are a lot of shortcuts you can take in HTML. For this one, since the setup is going to be the exact same, we can simply copy this whole thing and just paste it below and simply change the name to cell 3 and 4, which will fill in our last row and finish our table, which looks something like this. So we have column 1, column 2, and they're boldened because we use th, and then we have cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, cell 4. Now, most people when they look at this will tell me that it doesn't look anything like a table, it just looks like some words in the middle of nowhere with some formatting. And that's because you haven't done any styling to actually make the table appear yet. So to do that, we go into our style sheet. There's a shortcut you can take in style sheets to name multiple tags you might want to change at a time. And that becomes very helpful when you're doing a table because you may want to change a number of your table tags at the same time, such as your table itself, comma, the table header th, comma, and the td tags td. So table, comma, th, comma, td, no comma, because if you put another one it messes up. Your opening and closing brace. We want to change the border. The border takes 3 things. The first thing it takes is the line size. which is measured in pixels. So if we wanted a line size of 2, we would put 2px, which is 2 pixels. Next, it takes the type of line you want. You can have solid lines, you can have dashed lines, you can have a combination of both. I'm just going to do solid. And then it takes the color of the line. So I have a black background, I want something that sticks out against black, I can just use blue. And then a semicolon. So again, we have our table, comma, th, comma, td tag, open and closing brace, border, full colon, the size of the line, 2 pixel, the type of the line, solid, and the color of the line, blue, in that order. And if we click save, and go back to here, and hope it loads. Then you can see now we have our lines for the table, they're solid lines, and they're blue.